Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Welcome back to another week of Caitlin's Music City Skinny with me, Caitlin. I'm really excited about today's topic. So we're going to be diving into how to get your home show ready in 15 minutes if you are thinking about selling. Now, typically when I'm talking to sellers, I ask what kind of notice would you like to have before showing? Whether it's an hour, 2 hours, if you need it to be requested the night before, whatever it may be. Inevitably, no matter how much you denote, your request time, your lead time in that, inevitably there will be somebody who wants to get in within a few minutes and see it. And so, I always like to tell sellers it's best to be as accommodating as possible because you don't want to risk turning off the right buyer. So, because, especially in Nashville, we are such a transplant city. There are so many people moving here. Sometimes they may be here for 24 hours and they need to get in and get through as soon as they can. So, again, inevitably, this kind of thing will happen. So it is just best to be prepared for it. And so I know, especially if you have children, it can seem kind of daunting to always have to keep the home in show ready shape just in case one of those last minute requests come in. But there are certain things that you can do that are going to set you up best for success, going to make it easy to get the home show ready in the snap of a finger. So today I'm going to walk you through my tips for how to make sure you get your home show ready when your home is on the market. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump in and start. Okay, so first things first, you want to get yourself what I call a last minute basket. So get a laundry basket. You can get it at Target, you can get it at Walmart, wherever. Get one of those big baskets and call it your showing time basket. So basically, before you leave, you're going to want to do a quick scan of the house because you do not want any clutter left out. Anything from kids' toys to dog toys, whatever it may be, instead of having to run around the house and shove it in cabinets, because sometimes buyers do look in there, throw it in your basket and then take that basket with you in the car. So that stuff's not even in the house for the showing. Okay, number 2, fluff your pillows. You can, it may seem redundant because you may feel like you're fluffing all the time, but especially after the kids or the husband or your partner have been on the couch, they get kind of flat. You just want to fluff them up and get them ready to rock and roll for that showing. Number 3, light a candle. Now, please. So I was actually just listening to a podcast, the Office Ladies podcast, and they were talking about this episode with Phyllis's really strong perfume and how it was such a turnoff for Karen. And so when you're picking a candle, do not pick one that's going to be overpowering like Phyllis's perfume. You want to make sure that it is something, something with maybe lavender, eucalyptus, something more, think in the spa-like realm in terms of smells. You don't want something that's going to be crazy over the top. As soon as people walk in the door, they're going to be oh, that's too much. Number 4, turn on every single light. And I mean every single light, exterior lights, accent lights, lights in all the rooms, over the tubs, everything. This is really, really important. So whether, even if someone is wanting to see your home on a sunny day, if the lights aren't on, it's just not going to look as bright. Yes, the agent can come in and be flipping them on as they're touring your place, but ultimately you want to, from the moment they step up to your home, step through the door, you want to be setting a really good impression. And part of that is making sure that all the lights are turned on rather than asking the agent to go through and do that, because then the people are seeing it dark, then they're seeing it light. And this is unbelievably important come wintertime, especially in Nashville, because winter times are normally cloudy and rainy and cold. And so even homes with all the lights on can seem dark. So making sure you have all lights on is just going to help a buyer when it comes to seeing your space and how it's going to ultimately make them feel. Okay, number 5, keep a smaller basket inside a kitchen cabinet, inside a pantry. So basically, you do not want your kitchen countertops cluttered. You want to get rid of all of that. And of course, if you're still living in the home, you're going to be pulling things out. You're going to be using them, but have that basket, throw it in, anything that's cluttered. And again, take it with you, or you can try and hide it in the back of a cabinet. Okay, number 6, Add a big decorative basket to a corner or next to the couch, and then just throw blankets in there. So you really want to make sure that your couches are clear. Now, I do know with actual staging, you can have like the one set out. You just don't base it. Like, I know for me, I've got blankets of all different colors and patterns, and you don't want all of them out. It would be a matter of throwing all of the blankets, but maybe that one nice neutral, like soft, cozy one. All the rest got to go in the basket. And, here's another tip. If you find something as you're running around trying to get all this done, you can always put that extra clutter at the bottom of the basket and then put the blankets on top, and nobody's going to know the difference. Okay, number 7, and hopefully somebody's mentioned this to you before, but if they haven't, here it is. Close all the toilet seats. You do not want your toilet lids up during a showing. Toilets are not something people want to look at. So just go ahead and close the lid, and that's just how it'll be for showings. Number 8. So if you have an Alexa, tell Alexa to play some really soft, nice, kind of neutral music. Or if you don't have an Alexa, then just go ahead, if you've got an internal surround sound or if you have a Bluetooth speaker, that you can play some really nice, soft, smooth, like maybe some jazz music, or maybe it's like the coffee house Sirius XM station. Just have it playing. Again, it just helps to set the stage for the buyers. It really is going to set that ambiance factor, which is something, when your home is on the market, it becomes a product. And your product is either going to make a buyer feel good or it's going to make a buyer feel bad. And so all of these little touches are a way to make a buyer feel good from the moment they walk into your home, so they look upon it favorably. Okay, number 9, hide all pet dishes and grab your pets. Now, I have been in showings before where the dogs have been put up, and I don't know how they did it, but the dog didn't bark at all, which was crazy to me. And the home didn't smell like dog, which was great. Now, I know if it were mine, they'd be barking up a storm. So if you were able to get the dogs in the car, get the cats in the car, you're going to want to do that. Also, just go ahead and put up their food bowls, their water, all of that. Again, these are things that can kind of give it a cluttered appearance. And ultimately, you want buyers to see how they would live in the home versus how you're living in the home. And then number 10 is going to be to keep your countertops, keep some cleaning wipes close to your countertops so you can give them a nice, good wipe down right before you walk out of the house. Believe it or not, buyers are constantly touching surfaces. A little less so right now just because of the virus, but really and truly, like, I've seen it happen time and time again. They just run their hand across the countertop, and if it feels grimy, it's going to give them just kind of that yucky feel. And then let's see. Yeah. Okay. So, and just make sure, again, run it over bathroom countertops, anything that you can do just to make sure that, again, your home appears clean. Hopefully you did the deep cleaning prior to even getting your home on the market. So ultimately it's just going to make it easy to do these couple of quick things and just really get your home ready to rock and roll. It's, again, the goal is to not have to do last minute showings, but if it does come up, this is one way to make sure that it's quick and easy and it's as stress-free on you as possible. If you are thinking about selling, y'all, we are in a seller's market. We are dealing with such a shortage of inventory. So if you've been thinking about selling, now is the time to get off the fence. If there's ever anything I can do to help you, if you'd like a copy of this checklist of how to get your home ready, show ready in 15 minutes or less, just shoot me an email or send me a DM and I'd be happy to send it to you. As always, please don't hesitate to reach out if there's anything that I can do to help you. I hope everyone has a fabulous weekend, and I'll see you next week.